G'day guys, welcome back to Girl in the Garage. Resiners has kindly sent me the Derby DINO resin mold to take a look at. It's a lovely huge big mold, comes in its own special little box with its warranty card and also a little instruction booklet on tips, pouring, preparation, demolding, finishing, lots of useful information, which is really awesome, I thought. It also tells you here how much resin you'll need, which is 700 millilitres or 23.6 fluid ounces. So quite a big mould. It's also food grade silicone, highly durable. So that's awesome. It comes in its own little box with its own little instructions. Looks super shiny. Hopefully you can see that. The camera's picking that up for you. So we're going to be using the Resiners Chameleon mica powder set today. 24 colour set. This one I shouldn't have to turn inside out because it's nice and wide, but you could flip it inside out if you wanted to. Now the thing with this is, because it's got lots of little, like, it's got its horns and it's got its like scales, I'm going to try and get some chameleon powder in there but not have heaps of residue, otherwise we'll end up with bubbles on our little points of all these little bits. Now what I've done, I thought I'd do the head sort of a different colour to the body, so I'm going with purple red for the head, green blue for the body. So in the 24 set, I took out all the ones that said purple red and put them there, and all the green blue ones are over this side. Now he's got a little bit of just like under his chin. I thought I'd just do that plain, like a yellow or a gold, just for a point of difference. So I'm just having a look here. Red, yellow, orange. Maybe that one. What's this one? Yellow, red, orange. Looks a bit blue. That one. All right, I'm going to do that one for the chest, I think. So let's flip these over and have a look. So we've got purple, blue, red, orange, purple, red, gold, purple, green, red, blue, purple, red, red, purple, gold, purple, red, green. So we don't have to use all of them, but this is just sort of our little choices, I thought. So on this side we've got green, gold, blue, gold, green, purple, blue, gold, green, blue, gold, green, blue, purple, gold, blue, green, green, blue, purple, which looks a bit red, but they are deceiving, and blue, green, purple. Okay, so I think we'll stick to 4, and maybe if I just go, I want the ones that sort of look green, blue, but sometimes it's hard to tell. Okay, let's just take those ones out. This one is our chest colour. And maybe if I just go, they sort of look all a bit different, I think. Okay, we're just going to go with that. So I'll pop this out of the way. That's our little chest colour. Now you can use a brush to apply these, whatever you're comfortable with. I've just got out a few different sizes because I do want to get right into the little points of the scales, I guess you call them. And I'm just going to alternate between colours. Not sure which brush I'll use, which one I like the best. I'm going to start off with this big one. I've got my homemade switching sponge. So I'm going to do the head first, and I'm just going to alternate but with my colours, so not just do it randomly basically. Now this is sort of messy, this technique, so if you don't like mess, it's probably not the best method for you to do. But I don't mind getting messy, because you can always clean it up. It's just a little bit of powder after all. But I just want to see what these look like when they're sort of basically all mixed. So I'm just going to get a bit of my brush, tap it off without trying to make too much mess, and I'm just randomly going to dab in different places in the head. And also I thought we'll do eyes too. Haven't checked out my eyes yet, but I do want to put eyes in. So hopefully this will be pretty and not be a hot mess, so to speak. Just got my paper towel down, just so I don't make too much of a mess, but we'll see. So I basically just want to get it all in the head first, so I'll be doing half of it. And I'll do my eyes last, I think. So basically just doing, colour here and there in no particular order. Just going to do a little bit at a time and just alternate my colours. Hopefully you can see that. Once I've got all my colours in, I will burnish it in a bit better. And I'll try not to get it there, but if I do, I'll just wipe it off and then I'll apply my colour that I want there. I'm not caring if I go over one colour with the other, because they're all sort of similar purple reds. Hopefully it turns out pretty. So I'll put you on a little fast forward and I'll come back when I finish the head. So I've done the head, and I've still got lots of loose powder in the bottom, which I'm not going to worry about just yet. I've done the chest, so that was our different colour, and there was quite a bit of mess, so I've just basically wiped off all the loose powder with the baby wipe and some isopropyl alcohol. Can use cotton tips as well. I went over a few little spots with cotton tips, but I'm not being too anal about it, because if it, you know, some of the blues and purples get in here, doesn't really matter. I just sort of want it to blend a little bit anyway. But yeah, so that's basically the head done. So I'm going to now do the body in the same way with our greens, blues. This one hasn't been used before. I've used most of the colours. Now they are only little pots, but they do go a long way, so but yeah, a little bit of a messy technique, but I think it's fun. Get rid of that. So again, I'm just going to continue just putting it here, there and everywhere. Sort of got my fan going today in my studio. It's probably not a smart thing, but just thought I want to splotch it on first here and there. That's sort of, I get sort of more spots done. The head I sort of didn't do as spotty, but you learn. So yep, just sort of putting it everywhere. And then move on to our other colours. So hopefully this will turn out pretty. Something a little bit different. So there's no right or wrong way to do this method. Just have fun with it. Just going to make sure we get it everywhere so we don't end up with black showing through. That is the goal. Alright, I'll pop you another little fast forward again, and I'll come back when I've finished this and I'll show you when I burnish it in. So I just remembered I didn't have my microphone on, so hopefully you guys could hear me. So just ensuring any loose powders out of those little spiky bits. Now I picked out some eyes, and I think these are the 10mm. I just want to clean off where powder is. So I'm just using a cotton bud or a Q-tip. I just want to clean off just where the eyes are. A little bit tricky, but take your time. Have to go over it a couple of times. I'm just using isopropyl alcohol. So hopefully you can see in there where I've cleaned the eye. So right there. Right. Do the other one. Okay, let me just clearing off this mess. Now I've already marked my eyes the way the lines go. I'm going to go and wash my hands and I'll be back. So I think I'm going to cover the eye with UV. Should have my gloves on, but I don't. Hopefully I'll put it on the right way. Looks like it's in the right spot. So, tricky is now to get the other one the same. Hopefully that eye's in the right spot. If it's not, I'll just redo it. It's not a biggie. So while that's all taking place, I'm going to find some resin. So, quite a big jug of resin. These cups, I'm not sure where I got them, but they've got different measurements on the side. They do have milliliters. So, I have got 700 milliliters of resin, but I'm using a 2 to 1. So, I needed, it was, what did it say, 700 milliliters or 23.6 fluid ounces. Now, I usually work in ounces because even though I'm in Australia and we don't use ounces anymore, but that's what's on my cup, so I've just found that easier. And I know a lot of my subscribers are American and that's what you guys use, so I just go with that. Now if you're not good at maths, and I'm using a 2 to 1 today, and if you can't work out how much resin to make up, there's always plenty of resin calculators online. I know Resiners, they actually have one on their website. So yeah, if you're not too good with numbers, and a lot of people aren't, there's always resin calculators. So as I'm using a 2 to 1, I've made up 16 ounces of A and 8 ounces of B, which gives me 24. So I said I'd do a little bit more than the 23.6. So I don't even know if it's what the 6 is, if that's like half an ounce. I've got no idea because I don't do ounces. So yeah, when I'm doing 2 to 1, I just divide whatever the number I need by 3. That works out. So that's why I knew I needed 3/8 24. So 2 eighths are 16, 1 8 is 8. So yeah, I needed 16 of A and 8 of B. So I just pulled it out of my Resiners dual mixer just to give it another stir. Didn't really need to, but I like to. And I'm just using the resin dye paste. I just got this black one from Temu, just because it's less messy. I think I'm going to need a fair bit because I want it pretty opaque. Give it a good squirt. It is going to take 24 hours to set up, and usually when you use black, you don't see the bubbles anyway. Because I'm using Chameleon powder, I'm not going to see the bubbles. But I want to make sure this is fully mixed really well. I actually decided to put my resin in the vacuum chamber. Why? I just wanted to see what difference it actually makes. And I'm going to pour some in. And I'm also going to pop it into the vacuum chamber. Just so hopefully we don't get any resin trapped in those long horns. So I just randomly split it up into 3 cups. That's my first cup, and now I'm going to pop it back into my vacuum chamber. I'm also going to spritz. Don't be scared to spritz because you've used powder, just as long as you don't touch your powder. You won't wipe it off. We're going to have floaties, but I'm not worried about that. And I'm just going to slowly pour. So this will take a couple of days to fully set. It's not what I'd call traditional deep pour, but it's the only one I had. I haven't said what it is because I don't think you can any longer get this brand, and it was always my go-to. But it is a deep mold, so you've got to make sure whichever resin you use, follow that manufacturer's instructions, because you don't want it heating up, flash curing, because it is a deep mold. It takes a lot of resin. But hopefully he'll turn out cute. So I've definitely poured enough. Let's just leave it at that. It's like a nice sturdy mold, which is good. I don't think it's going to fall over. I didn't check my bench to see if it was level. Hopefully it is. Just going to give it a bit of a squish there. I won't squish around too much because I don't want to dislodge those eyes. Give the tail a little bit of a gentle squish. Fill it right and then I'm going to find something to put my excess resin in. So I'll come back in a couple of days when this is ready to demold. So this is cured. Let's get our little DINO out, eh? Hopefully it is pretty. Nice and stretchy, it's a mould. Tails out. It's looking super shiny. Get over those little bumps. So far, so good. Okay, you just flip him over. Oh, pretty. Look at that. Mold nice and clean. Look. Oh, look at these eyes. That one turned out awesome. And that one turned out awesome. You can see the black behind it. How cool is that? So the key to that was lots of UV resin, not just a drop. Look at his little neck. So cool. Look at our colours. Now, doesn't appear to have any little holes. We've got all our horns there intact. So I made sure all that loose powder was out. So that's awesome. He's so pretty. What do you guys think? All those colours just look awesome, all melded together. Oh, I love him. Nice, different effect. His head stands out from the body. That's what I wanted. Oh, just love him. He feels awesome. He's a big chunker. He's as big as my hand. Look at that. Oh, love him. What do you guys think? Glad I went with the green eyes. Not sure which way they're supposed to go. If they're supposed to go like that or up and down, but oh, I think they look cool. Now you could highlight these scales by applying some like a thin layer of acrylic paint, and then like letting it go into all the little cracks, and then cleaning off the residue. It would take a while, but that effect would look awesome. All these scales would then stand out. You could highlight the mouth, nostrils, around the eyes, that sort of thing with paint pen if you wanted to. Oh, I think this is awesome like that. We'll need a tiny trim, but not much. I might highlight him a little bit. I'm not sure yet. I haven't decided. But yeah, I think he's awesome. If you wanted to get yourself one of these molds, I've got a link in my description box. I'd love to see what you guys come up with for this new dragon. He's super easy to paint with your chameleon powders. But yeah, if you want to do him in a different technique, I think he'd look awesome. So many ideas for him. Don't forget, I've got a discount code too. Thanks to all my members and subscribers. Love you guys. And thank you to anyone who has bought me a coffee or Send a super thanks. Don't forget to hype this video. That helps. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Most of my viewers, for some reason, aren't subscribers. So do me a favor, guys, so I can get to that magical 7K subscribers, because I'm having a super giveaway, which will be coming up fairly soon, I hope. So subscribe away. And a huge thank you to Resiners for sending me this gorgeous mold. I absolutely love it. Thank you. And stay tuned for the photos, and see you soon for the next video. Bye. Happy crafting, everyone.